Dun 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 da da.
Ah yeah, it's time to travel and bang, baby.
This is Travel and Bang. This is Marky Bravo the Mulatto. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Okay, before we get into it, you know the drill. If you find value in the content that I'm relaying to you, please show me some love. Subscribe, hit the bell tab. That way you get notified every time I drop a video. Okay, so get right to it. I call this how to have sex on a consistent basis. How do you get women to become sexually intimate with you ASAP, as soon as possible? Okay? Listen, I'm a U.S. Army soldier. I'm a globetrotter. I've been around the world for the last 20 years. It's been traveling all over the place. Okay? I've been with some of the finest dimes and I've drank some of the finest wines. Okay? I've shared intimacy and just beautiful moments with different women from different ethnicities, racial backgrounds, cultural backgrounds. You understand? So I'm sharing this knowledge because I think you can get something out of it. You know what I mean? This is not just like I'm just some random guy talking out of my ass. You know what I mean? I'm just letting you know, just in case your favorite dating coach's guru, whatever, you know, is on the sideline talking smack. Okay? You know what I mean? Let's roll, baby. Okay, so first, let's talk about the archetypes that you least want to get ingrained in your brain. There's 4 of them that I recommend. We won't touch upon the more of the Sigmund Freud personality psychological makeup. I'm gonna leave that for when I bring my wingman. You know what I mean? He's my partner in crime, my wingman, Jonathan Holmes, aka Cliff Jumper. He's gonna break down the different ones. You know, you've heard the phrases of alpha male, sigma male, delta male, you know, and all the different archetypes. He's gonna break that down and the ones attached to women that you need to know. But let's talk about just simplify it. Let's simplify it right now, okay? Because this, if you understand, it'll translate into putting yourself in a situation with a beautiful woman and gauging, calibrating of knowing what to say, when to say it, and to push, pull, spark that interest, an initial interest that causes hopefully sexual desire if the timing's right, if the moment is right, if it's the right woman that's aligned with you. Do you understand that? Okay, so let's talk about the reciprocator. The reciprocator, as you know, is a woman, whatever you're down with, she's down with. Gentlemen, this is like the best thing to ever happen. This is a dream come true if you can run into a reciprocator, okay? Anything that you really are into, she's into it. You know what I mean? Hey, you wanna come out with me and grab a glass of vino? You know what I mean? Cabaret Sauvignon right there on the ocean front. Yeah, of course, let's do it. You know what I mean? Hey, want to go back to my place? You know what I mean? Hang out in my bedroom, you know, just hang out, watch a little TV. Never know what happens. Yeah, why not? That's a reciprocator. When a woman responds like that, she's so attracted to you that she's down to do whatever you want to do. There is no resistance. Do you understand that? Now, unfortunately, you're not going to run into a lot of those women. They're out there, trust me, but they're just not in an abundance of numbers, okay? The other one is a rejecter. Gentlemen, I know this is like the worst situation you find yourself in, a woman who directly drops the rejection bomb on you. But actually, you have to respect this woman because she's being 100% raw, blunt, and honest with you. She's telling you, hey, I'm not feeling it, playboy. Keep it moving, right? I love rejectors. They save time. They save time. You know how many women out there playing head games, stringing you along? Come on, man. I love a rejector. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know right then and there that you're not feeling how I look. you're not feeling my personality, you're not feeling my swagger, you're not digging how it's going down. I love a rejector, okay? They're right there, right, boom. They tell you right in advance, don't waste your time. What? Yeah, I said, don't waste your time. I'm sorry, I'm not attracted to you. I'm sorry. They'll make up something like, I got a boyfriend. This is, okay, bye. You can see it all in their face. You know what I mean? Okay. And then the other two are kind of intermingled together. You know what I mean? These are the ones you're going to predominantly run into. Most women are wholesome pretenders and erotic hypocrites. Wholesome pretender because they're pretending to be wholesome. The woman is pretending like she's not into kinky, hot sex. You know, she doesn't indulge in sexual pleasure. Okay, pretending that she's super wholesome, conservative, you know, puritanical at best. You know what I mean? And then you have the upgrade to that is the erotic hypocrite. She says she doesn't do this and this, but yeah, she does. Yes, she does. You know what I mean? She says she doesn't have, she would never do anal sex, but yeah, she does. Yes, she does. Erotic hypocrite. So you have to understand, though, we live in a society that throws a lot of shade on women. This is why you have so many erotic hypocrites and wholesome pretenders, because social engineering as a woman, as they grow up, right, and they turn in from teenager to puberty to turn into grown women, the worst thing they can be known as, right, to degrade them, make them feel bad, is to be known as a slut. And that's why most women aren't very sexually open. The inhibitions are not there. You know what I mean? In certain cultures, you go to different parts in Europe and women are really upfront with their sexuality. But, you know, for in America, for instance, they're not. You know what I mean? And that's why they are their way. So we got to crack through that shell. First, you need to know that there's a shit test involved, okay? A shit test is a congruence test. It's an instinctual, reaction from a woman to make sure that your thoughts, words, and actions are in alignment. You know what I mean? This is a test of masculinity. Do you understand? It's almost like the shit test is like, she's like, are you an alpha male? Let me check. So there'll be some resistance. It won't be a direct rejection, but it'll be resistance, right? And for the thin-skinned simp, and for the more fragile, let's just put it that way, the more fragile, effeminate man who's, you know what I mean, that experiences that, a shit test being, you know, she gives you a shit test, they mistake it as a rejection. But really, no, the woman is most likely sexually attracted to you, but she wants to make sure you got a spinal column. She wants to make sure that you are the masculine man that you appear to be. Do you understand that? That's why the woman will shit test you. Now, the instant way to fail the shit test is to get emotional. You know what I mean? You see that all the time. Even to the extreme, you'll see some videos where guys will be like, well, fuck you then, bitch. You know, some ghetto fucking ignorant shit. Or you see, best case scenario, some men, you can see it, they get butthurt about it. They get emotionally butthurt. They're like, oh, okay. And they walk away and that's the end. You failed. You failed the shit test. You know, either that or you get insult, you get really, you know, upset about it, whatever. To pass the shit test, you go ahead and banter with her. You banter. That's all that's what you got to do. You know, and you take bits and pieces of phrases to start it off. I always love to use Kojak when he says, who loves you, baby? You know what I mean? Who loves you, baby? All right. You know, you keep smiling no matter the shit test she gives until she gives you a direct rejection. You understand? You banter. And if she's into you, she's going to banter back. Do you understand that? A rejector is going to shut that party down right away. She's letting you know, this ain't no shit test, playboy. I'm not feeling this. You're going to know. You're going to know if a woman wants to shut it down right away. Like, no, I'm not feeling this. You know what I mean? But if it's a shit test, meaning that, hey, you know, she's indirectly, not literally, but figuratively saying, hey, I'll fuck you, but you know what I mean? Like, you got to make this interesting. You know what I mean? This is the procreation tango, if you will. This is the mating dance. You know what I mean? You know, other species like the, you know, they like to spread their wings out, or, you know, you have different birds that do different things. You know what I mean? You see it. Watch National Geographic, right? And we humans, I think we also have a mating dance. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you have to get past. And once you pass the shit test, right, then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? When you're very direct, right, after the shit test, it depends if you want to go mode 1. Mode 1, I like to save it until a little bit later, but mode 1 is where you're very direct, you know what I mean? And letting the woman know that you want to be intimate with her. You want to be sexually intimate with her. And it goes a little something like this. After you build rapport and banter, okay? You don't just come out of nowhere and say it, and then you look like a creepy, weird pervert. To be like, so basically, you would tell it like this, mode 1. You know what? I find you very, very attractive, but I want to be upfront. I have no desire to become another one of your male platonic guy friends, okay? My initial desire would be to become sexually intimate with you, okay? Or maybe, depends who you're dealing with. If you're dealing with a woman who's a little bit more on the conservative side, maybe take the word sexual out and be like, my initial desire would be to become intimate with you. Would you be open for that? You know what I mean? I've even been in circumstances where I said, my initial desire would be to exchange orgasms with you. But once again, we're talking about a completely different type of woman. You understand? A woman who's, for instance, in Europe, when I'm visiting Germany, I could tell women that. Because in Europe, they're less sexual inhibitions, you feel me? So I can say, I would like to exchange orgasms with you. And they think it's funny. They're like, ha, you know what I mean? They laugh and they're like, they can't believe I just said that, but they enjoy it. They're like, wow, this guy got balls. You know what I mean? Whereas in the States, in the US, a lot of times, because there's a lot of erotic hypocrites and wholesome pretenders, I gotta fine tune it. You know what I mean? I can't be so raunchy and direct. You know what I mean? And we can talk about talking dirty. You know what I mean? But it's all about eye contact. I want to put that down too. The eye contact, initially, if you can look in the woman's eyes, you can already tell if she wants to fuck you or not. It's in the eye contact and not breaking that eye contact. Don't stare at her or something like that, but you got to give that, you know, that stare. Just when you talk to her, give her direct eye contact. You know what I mean? I think that this is also a part of expressing sexual chemistry. Do you understand that? And a lot of guys you see who talk to women, they don't give them that eye contact. You know what I'm saying? They don't. They break off. And that also shows like a lack of masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? Remember, that's what you're trying to communicate. Masculine energy, swagger, humor. You know what I mean? This all gets a woman's punani very wet. You know what I mean? And being the guy that when you do ask her out, right? We talked about getting sexual as soon as possible. That doesn't mean jump on her and try to hump her leg as soon as you go out with her, you know, 30 minutes into the date. But it means that if everything's going well, you have to start getting a little touchy. You know, you have to test the waters out. You know what I'm saying? And you have to, once again, go mode 1. You know what I mean? And be very direct. You know what I'm saying? You're not there to be her platonic guy friend. You understand? And this is the frame of being a sexual man. You have to mentally exude sexuality. You know what I'm saying? That you're attracted to her. Remember, the woman who's shutting you down, the woman who's not, you know what I mean, into you, she's gonna brush that off at every turn that she gets with you. Gentlemen, you're gonna laugh at this, but you know what? There was an analysis research done that a lot of men stopped wearing in this day and age cologne, good smelling stuff. You know, cologne, perfumes, eau de toilettes. They just don't wear it no more. It's the weirdest shit. It's the weirdest shit. And I talked about in other videos about pheromones, how pheromones are very, very real. Okay. So I wanna share what I wear, you know what I mean? And women love it. I just see that they act different when they're around me, when I'm wearing this, okay? So this is the soap company. If you're washing your butt and your balls and your armpits, you should buy some of this. This is by the tacticalsoap.com. Okay, he makes pheromone soap, okay, infused with pheromones. And I don't know what it is. I thought it was a gimmick. I thought it was a joke. But when I wash myself with these soaps and I go out, I just see it. I see a different way that women act when they're in my presence. I just do. You know what I mean? It's there. It's there to douse a little gasoline on the fire. Let's put it that way. It's not like they're gonna smell it. They're gonna smell the pheromone and go, oh, I'm gonna fuck you. You know what I mean? No. It doesn't go that way. You know what I mean? And we talked about colognes and parfums, eau de toilettes. I'm rocking Bruno Banani. Magic Man by Bruno Banani, you know what I mean? This gets me a lot of, women love the way this smell. The one that really, I call it Arabian Spice, is Armani Code Profumo. I mean, it looks like, when I wear it, it's just like, I can see the woman's, like in her face, that her punani's tingling, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I can see it, I can sense it. I mean, this Armani Code Profumo, this is gentlemen, it's expensive, but you spray a little bit of that on you, it'll be on you for hours. Versus the eau de toilettes, which you spray it on, is more alcohol, and it doesn't last as long. You know what I'm saying? So, but you want to make sure that your game is tight. Okay. Look in the mirror. You know what I mean? Look at your best sides. You know what I mean? Practice your swagger. Practice your swagger. If you go in, look, life is a theater stage. Life is a stage. You're an actor. Learn to become an actor. Learn yourself. Learn how to wear your face the correct way. You do that by looking in the mirror. I'm telling you the secrets here now, okay? That, you know, it all begins in the bedroom. Nobody wants to start a relationship off. Not some people do, but I say most people don't want to start a relationship off where it's just sexually boring. You know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean? And we in other videos, I already told you how to last longer and how to, yeah.